The AR-15 rifle is the most popular selling rifle in the United States. And a lot of the popularity comes from people that are very self-defense minded. People that want something that they can handle a tough situation. And so there are a lot of people out there that are first-time shooters of the AR-15. In fact, the other day I was out with a buddy of mine. He had just bought a brand new AR-15. We went out to the range. He had never shot one. He had no experience whatsoever. And so after we went through all the details of how it functions, he was really quick to pick up on the accuracy of the rifle. And we had a great time. But one of the things that I think is really important is for you to get around guys that are shooting AR-15 rifles and that are really into it. Because you can get around a lot of guys as you shoot, and there may be a lot of experience that you might bring to the table. But there are also guys that have different perspectives, different backgrounds, that can give you a lot of information as well. It's a rare occasion that I go out with my buds to shoot AR-15s and come back without learning something about this great rifle.
The next guy's ready to go. He says moving, and the other guy responds move, and he goes. Now, so that's a great... I'm a pilot. I always look. Yeah.
Good.
And
now, if you've bought your AR-15 rifle for self-defense, for home defense, then you have a responsibility to know this rifle and to get to know it. And you know, the first time, I remember when I bought my first AR, it was almost a mystery to me how it functioned, how it worked. And I delved into all the information, anything I could learn about the AR. In fact, I remember the first time I broke it down. I was really very cautious, very careful. And that's why it's really great to get around a bunch of guys who really know some things about their rifles. So recently I was back up in Western North Carolina shooting with some good friends of mine at a range that we've been to before. In fact, we did the Suits running gun there, and we were going through some of the basic defense techniques of the AR-15 rifle. And not only going through things that we each had learned, but once we came together, we were able to really formulate a lot of great training ideas. You know, it's important to me to go to a school and to learn the official way to handle your AR. I mean, there are a lot of guys out there that are former military, that are former law enforcement, that have a lot of experience with trigger time with the AR. But even if you're with a group of guys that really haven't had that kind of experience, you can really learn a lot. One thing that I've really learned is that the more guys I'm around that are experts, the more different ways there are to handle this rifle. So really, it's great to be able to get out there and learn what works best for you. And learning. Now, instruction is important, and I highly recommend you getting together with guys that know what they're doing. You know, I go to the South Carolina Gun School quite a bit and work with those guys. Also been working a lot with Robbie Wheaton, who is a really incredible shooter and knows all the ins and outs of the AR-15 rifle. And so I think you need to definitely get together with those that can teach you. But then after you go to these schools, you need to take time to go and to practice what you've learned. Training is important, but practice is really where it counts.
Set. Fight!
Good. That looked really good.
One more time. Set. Fight! Fight!
Now, I can't stress safety enough. Knowing your backstop, practicing safety rules and regulations, knowing that the rifle is unloaded, and even if you know it's unloaded, to treat it as though it were loaded. Keep your finger out of the trigger guard. Those things are basic. You need to definitely learn those things. But getting together with a group of guys, there's nothing like it. It's a whole lot of fun, and you just learn so much. And one of the most important things is you become confident with your rifle. Now, sitting at the bench and shooting your rifle is the best way to find out about how accurate your rifle is. It's a great way to sit in a controlled environment and to learn all about your controls and how the gun works. But getting out and maneuvering your gun, using techniques, presenting your weapon, rapid fire, doing all of these things, changing your magazines in and out quickly, using an assault vest to carry your magazines, all of these things need to be practiced. They need to be worked on. Your muscle memory needs to be developed. And once that happens, that gives you building blocks to continue to work on different things. Now, while getting together with friends is a lot of fun, you definitely need to pick responsible people to go shooting with. Be careful not to get too silly. Be careful to not stay focused. You can have a good time, but you really need to make sure that you are practicing safety rules, because if someone gets injured, that can really turn into a fiasco, especially with the media. One of the things, though, that I really enjoy about getting together with a group of guys, especially those that have experience with their ARs, is that it gives you a sense of pressure. Just a very nice sense of pressure that helps you to be the best you can be. It motivates you to do your best. It motivates you to be careful with what you're doing. You know, especially if you have guys that are very safety conscious, but yet not over the top. But to give you experience and to be able to give you critical analysis of what you're doing. And there's nothing better than having just a good, friendly competition, trying to do the best you can and to outperform the other. That will help you advance more than any other thing.
Good.
That way you don't have to do it.
Good show, good show.
Oop, wrong leg.
Making up for it, buddy.
Good safety work. Yep.
Now, as we were getting together to just have a good day of fun, a good day of shooting, we were able to take things that we had learned at different schools or if in the military, different ideas, and to be able to use those based on a home defense method. How do we defend our home? What about going around a corner? What about shooting from weak side? How about using cover? And there are a lot of things that you learn getting together with people with experience. And then you practice them. And what is really the best teacher is when you're learning something and then you turn around and teach it. You'll learn it quicker and learn it better than you ever could have just listening to instruction. Port of arms. Go ahead and get your rifle. Okay. I want you to stop about right here.
Okay.
So come on, listen. Now stop and listen. Now, rifle up. Okay. Now, start to sweep the pie. Just think about a pie. Now. That's it.
Better?
Yeah. Oh yeah, awesome. Just it. AR-15 is now, to me, considered the modern brown Bess. The brown Bess was the old musket that the American colonists used with their struggle against England to ensure their liberties and their freedoms. The AR-15 is no different. Excellent for home defense, excellent for securing your liberties as an American citizen. I got one in the chamber. Okay, good. You know, there are many out there that'll say, you don't need this many rounds. You don't need a rifle like this to defend yourself for self-defense. But just this afternoon, there was a situation where 12 young men came into somebody's yard, to their private residence, and began to threaten them, he and his pregnant girlfriend. And if it hadn't been for the presence of a firearm, things could have turned out quite a bit different. So for me, I choose to use state-of-the-art technology along with superior firepower to protect myself and my family. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Maybe that'll be our retreat.
That'll be the signal for retreat. Oh crap, John's shooting.
Run.
John, lay down some smoke.
Copter's coming, John. That's good, I like that one, right?